Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Nathalie and it is time to do some kind of a wrap up, to go back onto the different books that I read for the past weeks. I included 5 books, but 2 were DNFs. So actually 3 books were read in the last weeks. So not much, but it could have been worse. I have to admit I have a DNF this time. A story in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. I know that I didn't read a lot, just 55 pages, but it was a difficult time. For me, it's, I would say probably mainly essentially the writing of the author that didn't work, that didn't allow me to connect with the story and the characters. Using the names Watson and Holmes to distinguish which part of the family they are coming from. So I should say that the story happened nowadays and we are following, I don't know how many afterwards generations of Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes. This is two teens, I think, that we are following. The problem for me is that every time my mind just put me back in the past. I read Holmes and Watson, I can't separate the fact that this is Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. The other one is, and it's not helping maybe because of the name, it's where is it happening? Every time I'm guessing, is it happening in the States? Hold on. Oh no, I think it's happening in England. No, I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. No, I think it's in America. Is it in America or is it in England? All the time like this, to prove him how good her brain is, she is telling him everything about him, about his life, by the jacket that he's wearing, the watch that he's wearing, and all the different pieces. But, sorry. Everything that she's telling him, it's just simple facts that you can easily find on the internet, since it's happening nowadays, to the point that I don't even care, to the point that I didn't even want to open the book and to keep reading. I cannot believe that I have a second DNF for the month of May, but that's what happened. It was with Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon McGuire. We are following, I think, Nancy. She came back, I think a few months ago, or maybe a few weeks, no, a few weeks ago, or a few days. She came back from Magical World. She loved it. Anyway, she's coming back, sad and disappointed because she didn't want it to leave that world, but she's back in this reality, and she's having some really hard time going back, adjusting into that world. Her parents are sending her to a specific school with just all those kids to help them to adjust. So I like the idea. This is the reason why I wanted to go for it. Honestly, I didn't expect anything beside the fact that I could be, or that I could end up being disappointed, because it's a very short one. Well, this is everyone that said that short one. The story barely really have the time to get some developments, or when we are getting there, it's the end of the book. So this is the kind of disappointment that I was expecting to get, but certainly not DNF the book. I'm not connecting with the writing. I cannot connect with any character. I couldn't care less about what happened to them, or what should or should not happen, and obviously this is not a good sign for liking a story. So first book to be read is a book Scavenger by Jennifer Chambliss Bertram, and this is what I said, that we're gonna be in San Francisco. First, this is middle grade, because I think we are 12 years old, and for me, you can say whatever you want, 12 years old, this is not young adult. It's about hunting, scavenging books. Emily, with her brother Matthew and her parents, is traveling pretty much each year to live in each and different states in the United States, because the parents have the project of experiencing life in the 50 different states. At her age, that she starts to feel that she would love to feel more grounded, what it's like to have a friend. She loves reading, but most of all, she loves the game settled by Gary Griswold, which is from the Bayside Press company, publisher, but he's compared as Willy Wonka. He has started to organize 3 years ago the book Scavenger Game. I think it's throughout the United States, or it might be throughout the world, I don't remember. But you can register on their website. You have the different rules which are explained. Let me show you at the beginning. You have the rules set here, what you have to do to hide it very conveniently, but kind of difficult. Well, you look on the map where are the different books hidden, the title of the book, and you have to resolve cipher or a specific code to understand, because it's not that easy. When the book starts, the family is arriving in San Francisco. In the building where they're gonna settle down, she's gonna meet a young boy. I think it's pretty much the same age as her, James. It's gonna be a friendship right away. He loves having his head melted with different codes to break cipher and everything else. From time to time, Griswold organized a very specific game in a specific location. It happened to be in San Francisco this time. Emily will understand pretty much quickly that she, by accident, found the first clue of his next game, and very much lucky of her. Actually, the game hasn't been announced yet because Griswold has been attacked. No one knows about this new game, what is going to happen, how it's going to work, but she has the first clue. And the whole story will be decoding that clue, going to the next one, finding what will be the treasure at the end. This is a long way to say what the story is all about. I really did love it. You have a very good time at traveling or moving around San Francisco. It was nice for me to remember the different places where I went in the city that I loved so much. You have a really good description of the city, the different landmarks, the sea lions, for instance. This is the first thing to me as well that I saw and I heard, and I couldn't believe that there are some sea lions in the city. And they are barking, or even if it's not the right word for the sound that they were doing, but it was so freaking adorable. I loved it. This is about friendship as well. So like I said, you have one character, Emily, who never really experienced having friendship or a real friendship. No, having just friendship. So between her and James, it's a good way, even if you are an adult, to remind anyone that in a relationship you are always two. So if you want it to work, if you want to have a quality, good relationship, it's not giving in one way, or it's not only taking. It has to be mutual. And this is something that she has to learn and to understand what it means, friendship. It's a good reminder as well as the relationship in brothers, sisters, or I think it would be the same, sisters or brothers, that depending or no matter the difference that you're growing old and your interests are changing, to remind yourself to keep a connection with your younger siblings. You feel that this is a story written for a younger audience, but I don't feel disconnected at the same time, because I love that kind of adventures and decoding thing. I would enjoy doing it myself. If you are in that kind of spirit, no matter your age, I think you will very much enjoy or very much love this book. A bit of disappointment To Kill a Kingdom by, I forgot, Alexandra Christo. I give it 3 stars, but a basic 3 stars. I was expected something adventurous and excited with pirates maybe, but siren, mermaids, and that kind of stuff. We are following Lyra, which is called, or her nickname, the Princess Bane, which is the daughter of the sea goddess. And on the other side, we are following the Prince aliens, I'm not sure. Human. Oh yeah, I should say, well, if she's the sea goddess, she's a siren. And Prince aliens. Hey, I'm gonna have to make a choice. Prince aliens, human, who is more a pirate than a prince, spending his whole time, his life, on a boat that I completely forgot his name. And his goal in life is to kill every single siren. And most of all, the big goal is to kill the sea queen so humans can travel safe on the water, and they're gonna stop to be killed by the siren, because the sirens are attracted by the heart. And yeah, so it's kind of a war. The Sea Queen is completely a despot, and she's cruel with everyone, including her daughter. They're obviously not getting along. The Princess Bane, she is known for being the deadliest siren at killing humans, since she has a hard time getting along with her mother, and she disagrees most likely with her view of how to reign underwater, but how and why keep killing humans. And she wants to have, or she dreamed to have a different kingdom. She failed at killing, but willingly failed at killing, and Prince Ilian taking his heart. So her mother, as a punishment, she is kind of transforming her into a human form. And her mission is still take the heart of the prince while you are human. Nobody will know that she is a siren. So she is incognito. She's gonna learn those humans. And it will start maybe to change her mind on her goal of killing the prince. I think it took me almost 3 weeks to go through the whole book, and it's not really a huge one. Partially, I would say the writing, and but, or maybe at the same time, it's the way that the story is told. The point of view of the prince and the point of view of Lyra, the princess. If they were staying in, both of them, in their kingdoms, and they are giving orders and blah blah blah, that would make sense, that you are staying inside their mind and you hear what they think. We are following them throughout this journey. I said many times, I am a plotter, not a character driven. So it's not that I don't care of what they are thinking, but I don't care knowing that throughout the book, just having that, you have the emotion, and way back, this is the action. It didn't feel right. I don't know if I say it correctly or properly, but for me, it was a bit of a mess. I was expecting reading really some adventurous thing, and it wasn't, and that is the disappointment. So the death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware. I read The Woman in Cabin 10. I didn't like that book. Since everyone was saying that this is her best work so far, I was more willing at trying giving another chance at the author, because it was more the way that the author is writing and imagining and building the story that didn't really work with The Woman in Cabin 10 for me. But we are here for the death of Mrs. Westaway. I can say that it was a plain 3 stars, but again, I realized that it's another one. It's just a plain 3 stars. Well, it could be worse. So I would say in comparison, The Woman in Cabin 10, it's a murder mystery. The Death of Mrs. Westaway, it's a contemporary mystery. I have a special video talking in depth. So with spoiler, I'm sorry, because everything is happening inside, really push me urgently at making a separate video and talking about it. We are following Al, nickname for Harriet. She is alone in life. Her mother died. She never knew her father. She's living in Brighton and she is reading tarot cards for a living. So let's just say that she doesn't make a lot of money a lot of the time. If it's not most of the time, she is extremely struggling at paying her rent, having some food. She's gonna receive a letter from a lawyer. Apparently, she is related to Mrs. Westaway, Esther Westaway, who just died, and she's kind of invited, even if it's not the word, to the reading of the will of this woman. Obviously, for her, it's like, I'm not related to that person. It has to be a mistake, but she is in so much trouble financially that she is like, you know what? I can make that and make them believe that I am who they think that I am, and I'm gonna go there, and whatever they can have some money for me, I'm gonna take it. Still having a huge time with her writing, and most of all with the building of the story. So it's with the author by itself, which is not really nice to say. Hopefully something in the 3 books that I liked might be some interest for you, or maybe not at all. If that's the case, I want to know why, because maybe you have read them, or for other reasons that I'm curious to know. Leave me some comments down below, and since you are leaving a comment, you can click onto the subscribe button and give me some thumbs up, so it's gonna help my channel to grow up. So until the next time, then I'm coming back with some other reviews on the next books that I'm reading, and I am reading some books. I wish you some lovely time with your pages.